Hello everyone! So today I'm going to be showing you how I blinged out this Disneyland bucket hat. Super cute, guys. They just re-released it because it was gone for a while. And ever since I saw it the first time, I wasn't able to get it. It was always sold out. But I already knew I wanted to do this. And I finally got the chance to do it. And I'm going to share with you guys exactly how I did it. I already blinged out the jersey before, if you guys did see that little video where I have my whole Disney outfit. I love it, but I have been waiting for this bucket hat and I am so glad I finally got it, guys. And now that summer is right around the corner, we definitely need a hat. So let's bling it out. As you guys can see there, I have my handy dandy tray ready to go to keep my rhinestones organized. I have a mixture of AB rhinestones ready to go for my fill-ins. I'm going to be using SS10 as my main size for the big letters and SS3 for the tiny little letters. These are the rhinestones I'm going to be using. I'll go more into depth about rhinestone sizing as I'm working on the hat. I am also going to be using Gorilla Clear Grip Glue, guys, but I did end up switching to Liquid Fusion, so you guys will see that later on. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I also have my sticky notes, my toothpick, and my pickup tool, guys. I had all my stuff ready to go. That's why it was on the side. But before that, I have to prep my hat. So I do have this journal right here that I stuck inside the hat so it could work as a type of base, so my letters could be more flat because it is a hat, and hats are not flat. So this is going to help me as a flat surface to be able to bling out the hat. So to prep it, I'm going to be using acetone, guys. I have 100% pure acetone right here and a Q-tip that I'm going to be dipping into the acetone to take off the top coat, the sealer from the factory finish on those letters. I'm going to dip it very carefully, guys. I'm wiping off the excess liquid. I do not want it to be dripping, guys. It just needs to be, a little bit wet. And I'm going to go in carefully on each letter, removing that factory finish. I'm going to do about 2 or 3 letters per side of the Q-tip. Don't double dip, guys. Just get a clean Q-tip or turn it around. You don't want to contaminate your acetone, and then continue throughout all the letters. Remember, you don't want it to be soaking, okay? Just a bit. You're going to feel the letters a little bit, sticky through the Q-tip. And it's going to feel a little fresh to the touch. You do need it to be completely dry before you start blinging out any of the letters, okay? This is going to help the glue and the rhinestone stick to each letter. Prepping is very important. Make sure you do not skip this step. Now that I'm finishing up with the prepping, you guys do see that I did check it. Make sure it does not have that fresh feel to the touch, because then that means it's still not dry. Now that I'm done, I can go ahead and start bedazzling this beautiful hat. I have all my materials ready to go, and I'm going to begin with the Gorilla Clear Grip Glue. I did wipe off that first dab of glue on my sticky notes, and that's why I have them there, because I want my glue to be fresh. I then applied a thin layer of glue on only half of the letter because I'm going to be working by sections. And with my toothpick, I spread out the glue. Since the glue is very sticky and thick, I want to be very careful to not get it on the actual hat. That's why I'm using the toothpick to spread the glue. Remember, by section, because I do want to have time to apply the rhinestones. Then I'm going to go in with my size SS10. That is the main size I want to use for these letters. I like how it looks with the SS10. I don't want to use huge rhinestones, guys. I do really like that cute look that the tiny rhinestones give it. If you guys want to use bigger rhinestones, that's okay. I would suggest maybe like a 16. But I really, like I said, I really do like how it looks with these small rhinestones. I'm going to go ahead, depending on the space, I'm going to be applying the rhinestones, guys. You guys see me going in with that SS3 also for those tiny little corners of the letters. In the spaces where the SS10 is not going to fit, I do want to make sure I put rhinestones that are going to fit in there and that are not going to be overlapping onto the actual hat. I want to make sure I stay in the white space of the letters. So I'm just going to continue filling in the letters by section where I place my glue. And for the fill-in sizes, I did use SS3, 6, and 8. So all the sizes I used in total, guys, was SS3, 6, 8, and 10. This is how my first section looks, guys. It's coming together already. I can already see this is going to come out beautiful. I'm going to do another section with that Gorilla Glue, applying a thin amount. As you guys can see, I'm just going straight in. And I'm spreading it with the toothpick very carefully. You do not want to get it on the rest of the hat. And then again, just applying my rhinestones as I go. I am going to put the rhinestone sizing in the description below, just in case you guys forget. So all that info is going to be down below. Another very, very important tip, guys. Well, it's not really a tip, it's a you must. Is, as you guys can see, I'm placing the rhinestones, but I'm not placing them super close together. There's still like a tiny little gap in between them, and that's because since the hat is bendable, you do not want those rhinestones really touching, because that could cause for them to fall off, because they're always going to be bumping into each other, you know. So that little tiny space is going to let them be flexible along with the hat, if that makes sense. That's my first letter. It's looking super cute. I'm going to continue doing the same thing per letter, applying my glue, spreading it, and applying the rhinestones. I did switch to liquid fusion, guys, because it was much easier to use. Gorilla Glue or 𝓭𝓸𝓷'𝓽, you can still use both of them if you want, but liquid fusion is not that runny, it's not that sticky. You know, when you pull off the 𝓭𝓸𝓷'𝓽 or the Gorilla Glue, it kind of stretches a little bit, like if it was cheese or something, and that's very irritating sometimes. But liquid fusion doesn't do that. It will stay where you put it, and when you remove the bottle tip, it's not gonna spread like that, which I love. So that's why I did switch to liquid fusion on my third letter. So if you have liquid fusion, go for it, use that one. And if you don't worry about it. You can still use Gorilla Glue or 𝓭𝓸𝓷'𝓽, works just the same. You know, just be careful when you are using it. Make sure it doesn't get on your hat. 3 letters in, but it's coming out beautiful. Remember to double check your work, go over your letters before you move on. And I'm gonna just continue blinging out my letters. This was a super easy project, guys. It did not take that long, and it came out beautiful. I did have moments where I felt like the 10 didn't fit quite right in the letter. So what I did was I actually put 1 row of 10, and then I would do 1 row of 8. The sizes are very similar, but it does make a little difference. So if you feel like the 10 is not fitting, just go in with the 8 and then with your fill-in sizes. This is why I always tell you to buy a mixed pack, so you have sizes for those little gaps where the rhinestones do not fit. That is what I call fill-in sizes. So whenever you hear me say fill-in sizes, it just means gaps where the main size you're using don't fit, and you need smaller sizes to fill that in. So remember, pretty basic. Do your prepping, apply your glue by sections, spread your glue if you have to, and then you can apply your rhinestones. Pretty easy and simple, guys. This is a very easy and beginner friendly project. Go ahead and try it out, especially if you're a Disney fan. You can do this on other hats if you want to also. Another thing, I would suggest not to throw this in the washer if you do bling it out, because you do not want those rhinestones to fall off. They will fall off, trust me. They will fall off. Maybe not all of them, but some will. So just always wash by hand, you know, scrub it, wash it by hand, and just let it air dry. Just a little tip. So I am just about done doing the whole Disneyland section. I can't get over how beautiful this hat is. I had been waiting to do this for a long time. You guys don't understand. But go ahead and get your hat. I think it's like $30. Do not quote me on that, but I think it was like $30. And if you have your discount, go ahead and use it and buy your bucket hat. I really do want to do this in different colors also. If you guys want to see me do that, let me know. I will be doing it for myself and I can show you guys how I did it also. So I need to go buy some more of these hats. I just freaking love how it came out. But as you can see, now my Disneyland is done. I'm going to go ahead and bling out the resorts because yes, I am blinging out those tiny little letters also. As you can see, I have the back of my pickup tool right here, this little tip. I like to use this when I am using tiny little rhinestones because I feel like I can see better because it's a very thin tip. And I can grab those little rhinestones also. So what I do is I put a little bit of glue on that corner and I let it completely dry and it becomes a bit sticky. And that's what I use to pick up those tiny little SS3 rhinestones. That's what I'm using to bling out these tiny little letters. I did the same thing. I applied my glue, Liquid Fusion, just a tiny little dab. I put it right in the middle of the letter. And with the toothpick, I guided it around the letter because it's super, super small. So it's easier that way for me at least. That's what I do. That's my first letter, guys. Look at that. You guys see me putting just a dab in the middle and then spreading it with that toothpick. Super easy. And then just applying the SS3. I did grab a bit of the rhinestones and I just threw them right there on the hat because since they're so small, you know, going back and forth on the tray, it was just easier like this. Just having them right there on the hat and just picking them up and applying them to the letters. Make sure you also leave the gap in between these rhinestones and the little letters because it's still flexible, you know what I mean? So just remember, same thing, leave a tiny little gap in between those rhinestones. And look how it's coming out, guys. Super, super cute. I love it. Be very careful when applying the glue also. You don't want to get it on the hat. Because these letters are tiny. And I am done. Look how cute my hat looks, guys. Oh my gosh. I love it. I'm gonna let it completely dry for about 48 hours. And look at this. You know I had to take it to Disneyland. I used it this weekend and oh my god, I love it. I love how it looks in the sun. Look at how cute this hat is, guys. It just takes it to a whole nother level. I love it. I will definitely be doing this again, maybe in different colors. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look at me wearing it. I was loving it, guys. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something. Go ahead and bling out your Disney hats. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!